Hello. Hello guys. You just say hi. Hello. This is Jojo the doggo. Just want to give a short introduction to my doggy. Okay. So Jojo was adopted and he came to us in 2018 October. He's a little chihuahua. Well, not so little. Jojo when he first came to us, he used to be quite overweight. He was 5.9 kg as a dog, and if you multiply that by around 2, that's like 12 pounds. It's very heavy for a dog. I mean for a chihuahua. Usually chihuahuas tend to weigh around 3 to 6 pounds, and I don't know, 3 to 6 pounds and versus 12 pounds, that's like almost double. So well, Jojo when he came from his previous owner, he used to have like buffets every day. He could eat whatever he wanted. After he came here, we put him on like a diet, a very strict diet in fact, and it was not too much trouble for us because we use an automatic feeder that will dispense out the exact same amount of kibble for every single of his meal, and he only gets to eat 2 times a day. We give him treats only on weekends, and we give him lunch sometimes. So his feeding time is in the morning once and in the evening once. Okay, so just also while introducing Jojo, I want to debunk some facts about chihuahuas. A lot of people think that chihuahuas
You
are
mean myths?
what? So at the same time, I would like to debunk some myths about chihuahuas. So a lot of people think that chihuahuas are super aggressive and like just not a nice dog to have. But have you ever wondered why chihuahua is so popular as a breed? They are actually, yes, quite aggressive, but they are super duper nice to their owners, or like their dog mom or dog dad. And I identify myself as Jojo's dog mom. So Jojo here is very very affectionate, even though he's a bit camera shy. You can see he's like trying to look away all the time. Whenever we point a camera at him, he would just try to like go to the side, or now he's just stoning. So he will always, first thing he does when you get up in the morning is he'll come to greet you, and then he will try, when you try to go to sleep, he will try to like be close to you as well. He'll bug you to get onto your bed, and that's something that I've never experienced before, having a chihuahua or having a dog, and I really really enjoyed that, I guess, attention from this little creature here. Jojo is 8 years old this year. He's, I think, relatively healthy and active. We bring him for walks 2 times a day, once in the early morning and once in the evening, because he doesn't relieve himself at home. He only pees and poops outdoors. Okay, that's his preference. He sees the entire estate around us as his own territory, and yes, he can be very aggressive towards other dogs, even dogs that are so much larger than him. So yeah, Jojo has no preference when it comes to food or treats, I think. He just gobbles everything down. Currently we're feeding him Hill Science mature toy breed. I think it's called mature toy breed small bite kibble. Yeah, it's very specific in a sense that there are like kibbles for mature and just mature dogs. There are also kibbles for toy dogs, but we went very specific and we got the one that's formulated for mature toy breed and small bites, because there's also another one that is mature toy breed and regular bites. Those are bigger in size, and I think for chewing wise, for a small mouth like Jojo, it doesn't work as well, and also it's like more difficult to dispense using the feeder. He has been doing very well on this kibble. Before that, we tried a couple of different brands, and we settled down on this as our main supply, and we find that it's quite good quality. And Jojo, when he's relatively healthy anyway when he first came, but we know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one thing about dogs in general, I think, is that a lot of them have sensitive skin, and also yeah, sensitive digestive system. I think these seem to be like the most common problems among just domestic dogs. And then of course when they get older they have like hip dysplasia and other problems. But one thing that really worked for us in terms of taking care of Jojo, for his skin and his bum, because his bum used to have like a little bit of discharge, and then when he came to us he had diarrhea as well. I don't know, maybe it's because of the stress of moving to a new environment. So after much experimentation, I just want to share 3 different tips to kind of like ensure that your dog has a healthy digestive system and also healthy skin. So number 1, for healthy skin, we try to, when we shower him, we try not to put the shampoo directly on his fur. Although recently we have changed that stance, that's because we found a reliable dog shampoo. But in general, if you are using chemicals, if your dog has, especially if your dog has sensitive skin, maybe try to just have a bit of water in a bucket, put some shampoo in, dilute that before you apply on your dog, right? And that would ensure that if the chemical is harsh, or if it's a dry weather, they do not like destroy your dog's natural protective layer. Then tip number 2 would be, after showering Jojo, we'll always apply a layer of coconut oil onto him, and that has worked very very well. And how I got that idea is because I watched a lot of dog rescue videos, and one of the cases of rescue, um, he has very severe skin issues of meninges, and I think it's called meninges, correct me if I'm wrong. So the vet actually recommended to put that dog down, but the foster parent was kind of persistent in saving the dog, so she applied diligently coconut oil every day onto the dog's skin, until, you know, from a very tattered dog that was found in the drains, and eventually he was healthy enough to be adopted. So because Jojo has this and many dogs in fact have this habit of licking their paws or biting on them until they bleed, and we had to bring him to the vet a couple of times because of that. Ever since we applied coconut oil onto him after every shower, he does not have that problem anymore, and I'm so happy that it turned out this way, because coconut oil is relatively affordable. Just buy the kind that is not meant for cooking. It's the kind of coconut oil that people use to protect their hair. They have been, you know, kind of treated with preservatives so that, you know, it doesn't smell after you leave it around for a while. So that's tip number 2. Number 3 would be with regards to taking care of the digestive system. In general, if you try to feed snacks to your dogs, go easy at the start. Just feed a little bit and see how well, you know, it goes down with his tummy. So for Jojo, because he likes to scavenge, we also try to not let him scavenge at all. We try to prevent that, but sometimes he just sneaks around us and try to grab a scrap from the floor. So that part we're still trying our best. But yeah, whenever, if we are not around for a couple of days, when Jojo is just like not scavenging outside, he tends, the digestive system problems and problems with bum just clears up on its own. That's when we realized that, you know, it was not something that we fed like kibbles or snacks,